Good morning. It's my third day in Canada. I've been lingering in the hostel this morning, chatting to some lovely girls, one from Montreal, one from Germany, one from Manchester in the UK. So it's after 10 o'clock and I've only just come out to walk around. So behind me is the King Edward Hotel. This was the original music hangout, chill out area, and this building was pulled down and then rebuilt using all the same bricks. And I learned about that yesterday when I went to the Studio Bell. Thanks for joining me at Anne's Space this week. In this video, I'm going to flit around and see things that I didn't see last week in Calgary. Just wandering around, random things, masts, buildings, City Hall, Cultural Centre, all sorts of stuff. So hope you enjoy watching and do stick around to the end, and also come back next time if you've had a good time. Thanks for watching. Another bridge over the Bow River is this pedestrian bridge, which is called the Peace Bridge. It's currently being repaired, but we can still use it, so it's worth a wander across. Now I'm going to go on the opposite side from downtown, and then I'm going to go to this island behind me here, which is Prince Island. So come along for a walk along the Bow River. And here's my other bridge across to Prince Island. So you can see it's a very gloomy day today. I'm not really sure whether this is just a gloomy day or whether it's more smoke haze, but there's no smell, so I'm thinking it's just gloomy. I had been wondering if there were beaver here, and I just noticed some trees that I could tell had been felled by beavers, and here we go. Here's a beaver dam. So I have no idea where the beavers might be, but they're definitely around right near the city. As I've been wandering around the city, I've been seeing what I thought were feathers in the air, but I think it's all these seeds that have popped out. On Princess Island is a sculpture walk, so that's what I'm going to do now. Actually a bit hard to see this one amongst the trees. These are quite cool. Now I know this is the Canadian magpie. So cool with a long tail. So I've come up to the Devonian Gardens, which are the roof level of a big shopping centre here in Calgary. But what's caught my attention are these masks. So a guy named Tom Ward created these. He actually carved over 200 masks in about 25 years, and he's donated some to the city. Aren't these brilliant? And the rest of the gardens are quite nice. I think it's a bit of an escape area if you're shopping. There's lots of room for children to sort of stretch their legs, run around. There's a big pond with koi. There's also another pond with a bit of a waterfall. So a nice little retreat area if you're having a day shopping in the mall. morning again from Calgary. What a beautiful morning I've woken up to this morning. And this is the first working day since I've been in Calgary, and it's the first day that the sea trains are running. They've been closed for repairs, so I'm hoping to jump aboard one of these trains today. I've got a lot to do today, so I better get going. I've had my provided breakfast at the hostel, so I'm all filled up and fueled up and off for a great day. I tried to do a City Hall tour today, but there's not one, and yeah, no one seemed to know what they were doing, but that's all right. It's a pretty interesting building. This is obviously the new municipal building, and it's rather awesome. It hasn't got the history that the old building has, but it's still pretty cool anyway. So first off this morning, after quickly checking out the library and booking a tour, I've come down to the Chinese Cultural Centre. They have a free museum. It's been closed all weekend, so I thought I'd take my chance this morning to have a look around. And of course, no Chinese Cultural Centre would be complete without the terracotta warriors, which I have seen when I visited China. So these are called flower vase shoes. So the stand under the shoes is part of the shoe, and it's placed like that to keep the woman wearing them standing upright and tall. Some beautiful outfits here, and they're all handmade. Such a lot of work. And these are the Empress boots. They're for wearing in court, and once again, a similar type of sole, but much easier to walk in. This just looks like a normal picture, but when you get up close, virtually everything in this is made from feathers. So I'm in the cannabis shop. I thought I'd just come in here, see what they sell. Totally legal over here.
Like an actual vape shop, they might have like actual coils.
The full sachets, there's cookies, all sorts of things, and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, we just
specials,
like we're limited.
So this is the City Library. What an awesome building.
But I have not been above the first floor, so I thought it was time I came and looked at the first floor. And of course, there's a wider range of books up in the second, third, and fourth tiers. Our signs have braille on them, so it's set up in that manner.
This whole section is the children's section, and when they were building the library, they were raising funds because they didn't want the public money to take all the library funds and neglect the suburban libraries. So you could actually sponsor a window and get something written on it. I don't know if that's going to come out, but yeah. So that costs $2,018, and you get that window for 25 years. So the idea for this library, the architects, was they were building it like an oil lamp. So hence the hole in the top and so forth. Unlike what a lot of people think, that it's from an ark. Just finished the library tour, and I've come over to one of the top story buildings, and I see that I can see the youth hostel where I stay, just down there. So just to put a book in there, this thing started moving. The book escalator, or whatever it was called. Hopefully I'll see my book going up. It seems to be going up. So seeing as the light rail is finally running through downtown, I thought I would jump aboard and go exploring. So got chatting to a local gentleman. He's just got off, and I'm going to carry on to a place called Fish Creek. So that train ride was about 20 minutes from the centre of Calgary. So now I'm going to find the park and do some walking. So out of the city, looking down on big freeways in suburbia again. Oh, it feels nice to actually be out of a city. Yeah, 3 whole days in a downtown area gets a little bit overwhelming. Yesterday I was talking about beavers and the fact that I've seen trees felled that had clearly been by beavers. So this is the example of a beaver has been busy. So normally he will just chomp at the tree and it falls down, and then he uses the wood to build his beaver dam. So I'll have to go and look over on the other side where the creek is to see if there's any construction work going on. Maybe this is not a good track to go down, there's not much to see here. But this area has been developed because it's right near a housing subdivision. So they've created this as a process of cleaning the stormwater. So by the time it gets to the Bow River and the Elbow River, it's actually cleansed water. So a great way to prevent pollution of rivers. Another brilliant idea. This is a memorial forest. So rather than, spreading ashes or so forth, a tree's been planted. And interestingly enough, I always have a look to see whether there's someone of my name. So, yep, there's a Pinder, which is my maiden name. So I had a really nice walk around Falls Creek. So glad I got the train out there. Now I've got on the train at Canyon Meadows, so I was able to do a walk between 2 stations. And now I'm heading north, and I actually was almost at the end of the line heading south. So I think I'll go all the way up to as far as I can go north. Yeah, what else do you do on a Tuesday afternoon? So it's all fun and games when you catch a train in Calgary, because there doesn't seem to be any sort of timetable, and the trains just keep running, and you can buy tickets, but there's no, you don't have to wave it to get on or off or anything. You just buy your ticket. No one seems to ask. And somehow I've ended up in a totally empty train. Even to me, this has seemed like a totally disjointed video. Probably not one of my best, but I was flitting around Calgary just seeing what I could see. So thanks for sticking around to the end. My next video will be my time I spend in southern Alberta. Can't wait.